Okay, what's up, people? Hugo here from Orchestra. Today, I'm going to show you how you can use branching in Orchestra to essentially run a pipeline if only certain conditions are met. So, what is branching? Branching is just a feature that you would expect to see in any orchestration tool. Basically, if something succeeds or something fails or some other type of condition happens, you want to do a specific set of operations, and then if that doesn't happen, you want to do another specific set of operations. So, in the screen you're looking at here, we're actually gonna branch on this condition, which is checking a table. So in my case, what I'm going to look for is a calendar, and we're going to pretend that we're working in sort of maybe like an e-commerce space, and that it's a marketing calendar. So essentially, you only want to run a pipeline on specific days or specific times. An example of this would be like maybe Black Friday, and if I show you this, you can see in Snowflake. Okay, so with that calendar in mind, we're going to go ahead and add a task. So what we're going to do is execute a test statement. Now, a test statement is essentially just a SQL query, but depending on the results you get back, you can kind of change the state that you're going to have. So here we're selecting from that marketing calendar that I just showed you, where marketing day equals true, and we should probably add and current day equals day. And then what Orchestra is going to do is essentially it's going to check to see if the task should error. So if it gets less than 0 results, it's going to error. This is never going to happen because that would mean you would need to get a negative number of results. So we can ignore this. If it gets less than 1 result, then it's going to end in a warning state. So in this case, it would basically mean, it's not a marketing day today, so no rows are going to be returned. So then this task is going to warn. If it is a marketing day, then you're going to get 1 row back because the table is 1 row per day, and then this task is going to succeed. And depending on if it's a marketing day or not, we're then going to use Fivetran to move some data, transform it, and then we're going to refresh our marketing dashboard so that when it's Black Friday or when we're running a promotion, we can basically see all of that juicy data, and we're essentially not running the pipeline too frequently. We're also going to use sensors to go ahead and push some data back to whence it came. Now, to do this, all you have to do is select this branching icon on the task group and decide what you want to do. So in our case, we only want this pipeline to run if the previous task groups all end in a succeeded state. So we're going to select all succeeded. If we want it to be all succeeded or warning, this is kind of the default, so there is no icon here. If we wanted it to run on failure, then we would see this little cross. And if we want it to run on anything, then this is sort of like just do it irrespective. It'll have this nice blue icon. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we can configure some alerts. So in my case, I'm going to add an alert for failure. And I'll just put that on the entire pipeline, send it to my email. Okay. And then maybe we also want to know when this Power BI marketing dashboard refresh happens so that we can tell our marketing team that the latest data from their promotion is available for them to look at. So I'm going to call this alert dashboard refresh. I'm going to select the relevant task. When it succeeds, add a custom message. Hey, marketing team, promo data is live. Then maybe I'm going to send it to their Slack. So let's go ahead and send it to team marketing. There we go. Cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and save a new version. So you can see there's all this YAML, which is generated when you build a pipeline. And then if we go ahead and look at the version history, we can see that we've got new version 4 here, but then also version 3. So this isn't actually going to run in production. We're going to be running the previous version. To change that, I'm just going to go ahead and publish this. So yeah, that's how you can use branching to run pipelines only when certain conditions met. It's a super powerful pattern, especially if you have an easily queryable data source like Snowflake. You know, this works if you're in Snowflake or BigQuery or Databricks, any warehouse really. So try this out. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video, and let us know if you use this pattern in the comments.